Yes. So finally, syllabus related revision is over. We'll just go through two sets of question paper. So as I see, out of foundation, CMA foundation, I see HBLBC, which has a very limited syllabus, as well as the questions are also very direct. They have not troubled you much. Hopefully that should continue and you will be able to clear it easily for as far as the law. Only recommendation I would give or a suggestion would give is, please do give a combined effort to all the papers, because I can find people scoring good marks in 3 and struggling in 1 paper. So let us not fall for it. We know that what is that paper. Okay, you might be good at other 3 subjects and might have some assistance relating to law, right, where you have to concentrate more, or you might be good in other 3 subjects. Maths could be a challenging part. So wherever you are facing the challenge, spend some time on it so that you will have a combined approach of it, right? Now MCQs, we'll see. Anyway, I'll run through it. You tell the answer. We'll see whether it is correct or not. Good. All the best. The first question is on which article in the Constitution? Which one? 107. So introduction of bills they are asking about. 107 is absolutely correct. So 107. Anyways, I'll also sharing this in the drive. You can have access to it. 2. The Supreme Court of India can review its own order. 37. Excellent. Very good. So we will not have greater extent. We will not study to use this, but 137 is the correct answer. Which is the lowest court of approach for criminal matters? Criminal matters. Munsif we know that is not. Sessions is below High Court. District Court is also no. Judicial Magistrate. Very good. 4. Dash. Set up. Nobody, first line itself this only. Why they are asking this question? What are the sources of law? All of them. Please be aware, not all the times all of them would be the answer. Sometimes they will put some twist onto it. Good. All of the above is the answer here. Then, the proposal is made when dash. C. One signifies assent and willingness to do or get abstain to get an assent. Is it so? Is that so? Because the offer constitutes 2 parts, right? One signifies his willingness with an intention to get the others assent. So one signifies the willingness is where it starts at. Same. Good. A telephonic acceptance is complete when the offer is here understood by offer or offeree, received by someone. What is it? C. Right? That should be, I think that should be offeree. Right? So it is correct. Heard and understood by the offeree should be the answer. Then, with regard to the contractual capacity of a person of an unsound mind, whether he can enter into a contract? When can a contract when you are of sound mind? Even an unsound person can still enter into a contract when you have sound mind. Yes, it is correct. Very good. A threatened to commit suicide. His wife did not execute a sale date. This is why? Threatening to do something which is forbidden by law. That is important, because I can threaten you for anything, but it should be forbidden by law in order to come under the coercion category. Right? Good. An agreement which restricts a person's freedom to marry other than a man is void. Void. Now what? Have I ever taught you about differentiating between this? Only valid, void and voidable. Between this. Right? If at all your answer doesn't have a void, then you might go for a legal. Right? Other options you can. A contract which is vitiated by undue influence is declared as void or voidable. Y double. Good. How you are arriving at? Just go by this simple hack. 4 things we have. It will render the contract Y double. Coercion, undue influence, fraud or misrepresentation. Active concealment of a fact is associated with fraud. Very good. Consideration must be desirable as a promise and okay. Must arise from what is the answer? Need not be adequate? Is it fine? Right? Inadequacy consideration have never been questioned. Only if the free consent is being questioned, then the inadequacy will be questioned. A finder of the lost goods is entitled to be reimbursed for lawful expenses incurred for all the above. So wherever you say all of the above, it is all of the above. Right? Wherever we have a doubt and there is an all of the above is the answer, we will go for all of that. A contingent contract is a contract if some event collateral to such contract. Right?
What is the difference between may or may not?
May or may not is left to an open. Say may is where there is a possibility which could even not be possible. Okay, thus just gives an it is a possibility of an event. We have this concept of cost proxima in insurance. Cost proxima is the insurance the event which we are looking at should be a proximate event which could be possible. Yeah, and ship which is going in the sea, possibly it could also sink, right? Does or does not. May or may not is so open. You can even enter into a contract which is not at all having a proximate cost. This cost proxima is no way discussed here, but I'm just giving you for an example. Insurance can always enter for the purpose of cost proxima, meaning the proximate possibility should be there. It is possible for that to the ship to do. So you have does and does not. Ship may or may not may have very open meaning. So does and does not is being included here. Right? Then which of the following is a quasi contract? Sir, all the above is there, sir. And all the above. The contract not specifying the time of performance, the promisor can perform. Not specifying. Please read the question carefully because either they will put not somewhere or except somewhere. Fully read the question. We understand that you are having a very fast aptitude, okay, but we have time, okay, because once you answer it based on your first interpretation, maybe we might go certain cases. 1 or 2 marks could be lost and easily in it. So please read the question carefully, then go for the answer. So it is reasonable time. Yes, absolutely. An agreement to sell becomes a sale when conditions satisfied. Conditions as being satisfied. Unpaid seller can exercise the right of lien. Property is passed.
Both A and B.
Both A and B. Possession, possessory lien. Irrespective of the possession should be with you. Property with them or you can still have the main is possession. Now we are looking at property, irrespective of whether the property ownership is with him or you. Because in the fourth scenario, withholding delivery, what happens there? Ownership is also, property is also with you only. So in both the cases, you will be able to have this. So either A or B will be the answer. Because the possession is with you, property is immaterial. Right of lien, irrespective of whether the property is passed or not, the answer is saying whether the property is passed. Means what? Ownership has passed to the other party, even then you will be able to hold on to those goods, right? When I told one itself, I would also refer to withholding delivery also the same thing, because you are having the possession of this property. Even that the ownership is not passed also, even the ownership is passed also, you will be able to still have a possessory lien over the property. Withholding delivery will also to be considered as a lien only, possessory lien. Right? Good. The general rule of Sale of Goods Act is risk prima facie passes with
Ownership.
very good ownership. Delivery of the keys of a godown where goods are kept amount to symbolic delivery. Very good. Sorry. No, it's symbolic delivery only. It could be wrong. Answer is symbolic delivery. Nemo dat quod non habet means no one can give who does not possess. Correct. Voluntary transfer of possession is called? Possession is always connected with delivery. Good. 19 of the Sale of Goods Act deal with passing of the property of specific or? Is it so? Correct. Very good. How do you remember the section numbers? Which is not an essential element of a contract of sale. Which is not an essential element of a contract of sale. Because it can be agreed otherwise also. Right? An auction sale is complete on this wall of an hammer. Caveat emptor means very easy ones. Bill of lading is a good. The term negotiable instrument is defined under 13A. 13 or 13A? 13. How many parties are involved in bill of exchange? 3. Who are they? The answer doesn't have acceptor. Who among the following cannot cross a check? Foreigner. These are all for years they have been asking the same question. Then, if words not negotiable are used in the special crossing, the check is grace period for negotiable instrument other than demand is 3 days. A corporation can be a party to a negotiable instrument. Authorized by? It's good. 118 is presumed every transfer of any exchange made after maturity. Can you do that?
No, before maturity.
So you are giving me first after maturity, then you will say before maturity. Before maturity. Any number of times it can be transferred, but only thing is it has to happen before maturity. In a promissory note, the amount of money payable must be certain. When a check is crossed, generally, banker shall not pay otherwise than to banker. It has to be paid only to another banker because you have crossed it. Then, if a minor draws or endorses an instrument, it binds. Is it correct? Is it? Yes. All parties except minor. Communication among employees at the same level is? Among same level, at same level. Diagonal and all, you have to know, or maths and diagrams and all should come in first. Oh, this is what vertical, this is what horizontal, this is what diagonal. So what is it? Lateral or horizontal. In case if you have an horizontal, you will have a lateral. Which is not an advantage of a written communication. Time consuming, right? More time consuming. Which business communication usage provides a bird's eye view? Which business communication provides a bird's eye view? Group discussion does what? You discuss with people. Which is the effective way of giving an information into an easier form? Presentation. When these sort of questions are asked, they will give evidently that all 3 other wrong answers would be evidently be seen as totally different answers. Right? So all these things, speech, discussion and debate where we saw uses of communication. Here the business communication provides the word I use, presentation should be taken. Study of body language is called? Right? Kinesis, is it? Kinesis, right. Information overload is when too much information is being given. Include face-to-face interaction for closing a sale. Personal selling, good. Use of touch in communication, very good. Communication originating at lower level, flowing to higher. Lower to higher is upward. Interpretation and conversion of info into intelligible form.
Decoding.
Interpretation and conversion of information into intelligible form. When you do it, you take it back only, you will say decoding. First you are putting it to one mode. What do you think about interpretation? You are correct. No, encoding is, that's why we confuse with this, right? Conversion, we are converting. Interpreting, who interprets? Already there is information. You are right the first time only. Only you have to be sure about your answer, whether it is encoding or decoding. Decoding, right? Because the word interpretation, when it comes, when you read only, read and take it into an intelligible form. From intelligible form to and mode, then you call it as encoding. You put it into a message, right? If the question is going to be conversion of an intelligible information into a message, then it will be answer would be encoding. Then, which is not one of the 7 C's, 8 C's, sorry. Curiousness. Yes. With regards in a business letter, should we mention or not need to mention? Regards. With regards. Must be mentioned because it is a part of a courtesy which we look at. Must be mentioned, right? Cloud computing is availability of resources on demand, right? That is what. Right? Good. See, it took only 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. We completed even lesser than 10 minutes. Then, there is a second set of questions. Can you start? You can go and see the question papers, past year question papers. Like that only it has come. Past papers have you have an opportunity to see?
They don't put in website.
It's not put in the website. It is in the scanners. You can see. You have scanners for foundation. You know that it is there. It's a very small book. Sitaram, it will be right. They are collating and giving the answers as well. Online also it is available. Telegram groups are not there. Only thing we have to search and find out. Right? But you can go and see there similar questions. Not too ideological. So even in the intermediate level, at least they go to an extent of identifying the contracts with respect to special contracts, other contracts. Here it is very simple. Majority of the questions which we are looking at least 40 to 45 questions are going to be in the same format, which is direct in nature. You will be able to answer it directly. Right? Can you go? Yes. Constitution of India was passed at the Constituent Assembly 26 November 1949. Fundamental rights are mentioned in part 3 of the Constitution. Good. Under Article 1, 2, 3, President. What if in case of a governor? Very good. Which articles deals with inconsistency between laws? Very good. Secondary or subordination cannot go beyond. Very good. Ambit of Act of I cannot go against the primary legislation or even the Constitution for that. An offer does not lapse if the very good acceptance made in ignorance of death of the other party. Silence by the promisor when the duty is amount to speak is amounts to fraud. Good. The contract vitiated by the coercion is voidable. Voidable. Good. This is where we confuse, but anyways you are clear. Restraint of trade is void. Exception? Very good. A promises B 100 if rains. B promises 100 if no rain. What is the type? Valid, voidable, wagering? Wagering. Amount, betting of money is involved. Quantum merit applies when? Quantum merit applies when? Don't know. There is no answer called don't know. One party prevents, other party will say, as long as I have performed, you have to pay for me. That right? So you are not allowing the other party to complete the performance. So you'll ask, at least whatever I have done, please give me for that. Good, very good. Agency by example arises when?
Principal is third-party.
Is that right? Good. So principal leads the other party in a way that it is pretending and we are also allowing it to happen. A minor wants to ratify an agreement upon majority. Can he ratify?
Cannot.
What is required then?
Be okay.
Good. In case of a breach of a warranty, aggrieved party can.
Claim damages.
Very good. Only claim damages. Can you repudiate the contract? No. Only in case of a breach of condition you repudiate a contract. Which is a void agreement. All the agreement. Right. Appropriation of goods means all the above? Yes, very good. All the above. Transfer of documents of title amounts to transfer of document amounts to symbolic or actual? Symbolic. None. None is not the answer. What happens in a document of title of goods? Who will be having the goods? Seller will be having the goods. Seller has already sent the goods to via some carrier or a ship. That's all. What would be the answer? Symbolic delivery. Because you have the, because people are often confused with the constructive delivery. Constructive delivery is when I'm going to instruct another party to deliver it to you and he confirms that yes, I am holding it, I will deliver it to you. That is constructive. Here, it is symbolic as long as similar to a key example. Then, caveat emptor not applicable when, right? Fraud by a seller. Seller has committed a fraud, will not be able to apply. Right of stoppage in transit exercised by either A or B. Is it so? Stopping. Taking possession. Giving notice that I am going to take possession. I'll return. Is it not? Both. The answer is there. Both means both. All of the above means all of them. So here, the giving notice is, we will say that if you are not paying it, I will not allow it to be delivered. Even such notice will be considered to be rightage of stock. Goods acquisition contingent upon event or upon happening of an event. Contingent good. Answer itself is given in the question. CIF contract is also known as. CIF contract is nothing but carrying. You will have this when you're going to FOB trade and all. You will have something called CIF. So when you have this contract of sale of goods, it will come under this category. CIF contract will be a contract of sale document. It's more of an document which allows you to take ownership of it. Similar to what we are saying in the bill of lading. Similarly, here also it has a ownership of it. Under Nemo Act, if seller has no title, buyer acquires a better title. What if he buys in good faith? Can get a better title, and he has not aware of the earlier defective title. Stipulation collateral to the main purpose is called warranty. Is it? Yes. Which is not a document of title. Check. Property specific goods is deliverable. State passes. Specific goods when passes when delivered. When contract is made itself, because deliverable state, when you made a contract, it is already made when contract is being made. A bill of exchange contains unconditional order. Very good. Check validity period 3 months. Good. Material alteration without the consent makes the instrument voidable. Voidable upon C. See, who is the alterer? Who made the material alteration? He himself have the right to cancel it. Huh?
Not consenting party.
Who is not consenting party? Who's without whose consent you did it, right? So that's all. Or should we also have an option for void? Why? You are saying why? Don't know. Well, all the options are applicable, right? So two options are applicable. You have to give an option called E, either B or D.
Sir, it is a fraud without consent. How we can alter the contract?
He has altered what I can do for that. So final answer, what is yours? Who? Among for anyone. That is a very bad answer because A valid. That's also valid. It is why? Because there itself it makes the contract void. Where we are discharge of the contract we are seeing. At that point itself they are saying if you are altering materially, it is why you have to give the option for the other party. Other party if he is going to accept, there is no possibility of that to happen. Directly it declares the contract void. No option is being given to voidability of the instrument incomplete in some respect. Incomplete. Inchoate instrument. The word inchoate means incomplete. Electronic check is defined under section.
Explanation value.
Is there a book back one? Huh? Instrument drawn conditionally as collateral security. Instrument drawn conditionally as collateral security. No, you don't have the answer. Ambiguous inchoate is not the answer. Then what? Escrow instrument is where, in addition to, let's assume I'm going to acquire something, but I will not pay you until you prepare that. You will ask me to deposit an amount into the bank so that I can even not take it. It's a conditional loan. If you provide the goods, you will be able to take it from it. So that is nature of a escrow account. It is not specifically covered, but still is one of the questions. Negotiable instrument drawn in favor of a minor. Is it? I'm giving my nephew a check for his birthday. He has a minor account. Is it valid, void? You normally you told void. Favor of a minor is void. What do you think? He cannot sign the check. He cannot be personally responsible. You are giving to your check to your minor brother for his birthday. Can he not encash it? He has a minor account. He cannot be a beneficiary of it? He cannot deposit the check? Yes or no? Have you not come across any situation like this? We will not give anything to our brothers or sisters. In fact, we'll try to pull from them only. Right? So, in favor of a minor, if the case is reversed, saying the negotiable instrument is being drawn by a minor, without guardian, he will not be able to do that. Right? In those cases, it will be void. Here it is valid. Dishonor of a check, criminal liability. That is the year which is very, when they brought in this criminal liability, 138 is 1988. It's too hard for us, not given in the book back. Right. Holder in due course receives the instrument. Good. Valid promissory note example. I owe you. I owe you is promise. I owe you. Yeah, we order. Order or there is order. Order to pay money. Right? To pay A is the bearer of instrument or who he says. Who he is going to say. right? A promise to pay, because the other time when I may is conditional, after marriage is also conditional. I owe you is just a statement. You are not making an undertaking, a promise. So promise to pay is the answer. Business communication established dash when marketing dash
Professional.
professionalism is established. Catalog of books with prices.
Invitation.
Invitation to reject.
Sorry.
Reject.
That
Catalog of books with price. Visit where? Shop.
but if it's not present, the location is not there, then
Hmm. What we can do? You ask your friend. Why you are asking me? What? We have studied anything like invitation to visit? We have seen anything in our book? Only offer or invitation to offer. There is a billboard. There is an advertisement which is looking at it where it says offer 50%. Is it an offer or an invitation to offer? It is an invitation of you go into the store and select things and say that we would like to buy this. Then you are making an offer, he is accepting. We have not even seen a concept like invitation to visit. Right? It is invitation to offer.
so now if the location and the visit is given, then it's an invitation to visit.
Contract Act doesn't say anything about invitation to visit and all. Right? Invitation to offer and offer is being differentiated.
The network of rejection.
Just a minute. Yes, coming back to, so there is an invitation to visit as such. Contract law doesn't have any provision relating to invitation to visit. It is only, it speaks about offer and invitation to offer. Nothing other than that. Right? Maybe a book bag possibility is there where all the address has been mentioned. Right? To visit and see, then maybe there could be a possibility of an answer of that nature. But if you go by act and the provision, there is no concept of invitation to visit. Avoid what should be avoided in group discussions. False statements, yes. Letter for price and quality inquiry. Letter for price and quality inquiry will be called as inquiry letter. That's it. They are itself giving the question as well as the answer. Corrective comments regarding past behavior. Corrective comments regarding past behavior.
Negative feedback.
Feedback when it comes to the past behavior. When it is positive or negative, accordingly, it is being corrective. So, negative feedback. Excessive jargons are what barrier? Semantic, because the idioms, phrases, and the usage of jargons will not be acceptable by the other parties. We might not perceive it. So it will be semantic, language related barrier. Random communication chain. Random. Probability. Probability had this random word, right? Good. Then it would be probability one, right? It might be wrong. Then FAQ benefit in internet communication. FAQ benefit in internet communication. Support care? Yes? Support care. No, not all the. Most important skill for editors. Editors.
Presenting.
Editors will present. Editor will be oral. Writing. So I will be standing next to your examination. You will select oral. Then I say oral. You will say okay, change. Writing skills. Who's an editor? We say Hindu editor or newspaper editor. Right? What they do, right? Presenting is person who presents. First step of communication is developing an idea. Yes, developing an idea. Passive verb preferred in dash. Office order, memo report, office note, and office circular. Only word which we would have seen. We would have not come across any passive verb or active verbs relating to that. Because once in one of the model papers, this was a question. So they are insisting that the passive verb will be, passive is not directory. They will be giving us a note, very least chances of getting this sort of questions. I've added few places, few persons which they are not giving, but they are giving in MTBs. You should also possibly will not be able to answer because the book even doesn't have content relating to that. Factor not considered for means or modes. This is for the purposes of communication. Cost, nature and weather. Mode. When you are going to choose a mode of communication. Distance, nature or weather, resources, cost. So even I were referring to a meeting, right? A meeting, board meeting has to happen. They are saying where distance is there, resources is there, cost is there, nature and weather is there. Which all will be considered? Which all you need not consider? Whether you don't consider. So that is one of the properties for environmental thing, right? Environmental it will consider, here it is not going to be part of it. Recognizing cultures without judgment is called adoption. Recognizing cultural sensitivity. See, they are not speaking about parts of stages of thing. They are saying that recognizing the other culture, what do you call it as? Sensitive about the other culture. If they are asking under the cultures, stages of culture, which stage you are going to accept the other thing, then you will say as adoption or something. The stages which we have seen, right? That we have to remember. Business attire refers to attire. Attire refers to clothing. Well, visual aids used to what? What is the purpose of using visual aids? Simplifying of complex data is the way the visual aids is going to be useful for us. Right? Simplify complex data. So hopefully we have to see the answer paper is also in the same, the question paper is also in the same level of easy one. Okay, you will be finding it. Obviously, 1 or 2 questions, maximum 5 might be out of nowhere. We don't know. We might have not remember anything studying that, right? But still, the other 45 questions, we can be very sure that somewhere which we have come across, very simple, in direct forms only, they will be. Need not worry about it. Okay, good. Can we wind up for the day? So I wish you all the best for your examinations. As I always tell you, please give a combined effort. Okay, see you in intermediate classes. Right? See you in intermediate classes. All the very best for everybody. Also to your friends who couldn't make it. Please convey the message. Thank you. See you.